it's Allison. It's the season finale of American Horror Story, season 5. It's episode 12. Be our guest. My weekly meltdown. I'm fired up. I'm fired up tonight. And before we even get started, I got two things to say. If you absolutely loved the shit out of this episode, stop watching. And number 2, I made a New Year's resolution not to use the F word in my vlogs, or try not to. Well, that just went out the fucking window. So with that being said, it's time to have a goddamn meeting. The ghosts are killing people. Iris, Liz are trying to run a respectable 5-star hotel, and the ghosts are fucking shit up for everyone, okay? Plain and simple. Sally and Will, bored, pissed off, they want to fuck shit up. Liz and Iris are like, no, whatever, just quit. And then James March comes in, and he makes sense of all of it. He's like, look, I'm the captain, we're at sea, listen up, mateys. We got till 2026 for this bitch to become a landmark, okay? So we can't do anything until this place becomes a landmark in 10 years. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because we don't know what's waiting on the other side of this place if they tear it down. Now, if we wait 10 years, landmark, they can't tear it down. Stop fucking shit up. Get your shit together. Let's do this. I think you can tough it out. Because basically we're in purgatory, and this is probably a lot better than hell. Sally's like, no. You know, we can't leave. We're stuck here. We don't have an outlet. This is it. So you're going to have to deal with it. And James March is like, look, dude, bitch, what happened last time you gave me lip? Huh? Scraped it off drill bit dildo's dildo. So Iris and Liz, they're gonna pacify the situation. Basically, Iris throws an iPhone at Sally and says, look, you're stuck in 1994, the world of 1994. You need to get into 2006. Do you hear what I'm saying? Okay, no more beepers and CDs, okay? We got iPhones and iTunes, bitch. So she introduces her to the world of social media where no one is ever to feel alone. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. And she takes to it like a fish to fucking water. She is all over it. Her heroin shooting up days are over. She's on YouTube. She gets a lot of hits. She makes vlogs, and she's fucking happy. Just like me. Don't I look happy making vlogs? Then you got Liz Taylor, tackles Will Drake. She's like, look, you got to keep drawing. You got to keep making clotheslines or whatever, being a fashionista. Okay, and I'm going to take over. We're going to get rich. You're going to sign power attorney over to me, and we're going to make shit happen. Do you understand what I'm saying? And he doesn't really, but then he does. And he becomes like the Howard Hughes of the fashion industry. He's using the ghosts as models. Everyone is happy. And then all of a sudden, Liz becomes the first fucking female to get prostate cancer. She gathers everyone around and she's like, look, here's a bunch of weapons. Just bludgeon me to death so I can just be here and carry on. Personally, I would have been like, let's draw straws. And whoever gets the short straw, you get the weapon that'll make it go quickest so I can die. I don't want to be beat, bludgeoned, shot, hung, what the fuck ever, to death. Luckily, Countess Gaga finally shows up. And she's like, you're my greatest creation. You're always my favorite. And now I want to watch you transition. I thought this was actually a really sweet moment. So she slits Liz's throat, and she dies. Now let's rewind a little bit. Iris can tell Liz is upset. She gets Billy Dean from season 1 Horror House. Whoops, sorry, Horror House, Murder House. Is there a difference? Anyway, so she gets Billy Dean from Murder House to come and conjure up the spirit of Tristan because no one has seen Tristan at all. So she summons Tristan, and he doesn't want to talk to Liz. And we find out later, he's like, no, I don't want to talk, whatever. But she does get in touch with Donovan. And Donovan basically has closure with his mom. And he's in heaven dancing a hotline bling, eating blueberry pancakes and watching Saturday morning cartoons and shit. And he loves her, which I thought was kind of sweet. Okay, I said it. But anyway, so when Liz dies, she has her moment with Tristan, who's like, look, I didn't want to talk to you because I knew you wouldn't flourish and continue and do what you need to do. I thought that was kind of sweet. So they have their moment. And so they're going to be, I guess, in the hotel forever as a couple. Yay. Amen. Now we get to John Lowe, Alex, Holden, and Scarlett. Well, we find out that they've been on the run. He's like all of a sudden decided, well, I'm done with the 10 Commandment killer shit, so I'm really not going to kill people anymore who don't deserve it, so I'm just going to feed you bitches dogs. Well, enough of that. No more dogs. So they go back to the hotel, and John starts going out, slitting people's throats and holding a thermos and shit and getting blood and taking it back to the house. Well, he gets gunned down by the cops in front of the hotel. He doesn't make it in to the hotel. He gets shot and dies in front of the hotel. I have so many fucking issues with this, it's not even funny. Did Donovan not die in front of the hotel? Okay, shouldn't he be a ghost now? So now John only comes back on Devil's Night? Now, does he only come back on Devil's Night because he's a infamous killer like the other sickos, and that's why he gets to come back? And where the fuck does he go the other 364 days of the year with his wife and child? What the fuck is going on here? I mean, he's basically a ghost, and he died in front of the hotel. Donovan died in front of the hotel and got cremated, and he's in heaven eating blueberry fucking pancakes. What? So anyway, Billy Dean has got a bunch of psychic shows on the Lifetime channel now, and Liz and Iris are letting her film there in all these rooms, and now the ghosts are kind of not having it anymore. And on Devil's Night, she's doing a big special, and she conjures up John, who has refused to talk to her this whole time, which kind of just leads me to believe that the asshole's been in the hotel as a ghost the whole time, knowing that she's been trying to conjure him up. I'm gonna give myself an aneurysm. You just wait and watch. So he basically takes her to Devil's Night with JP March and all the rest of them. And they threaten her. They're like, get the fuck out. You're not going to do these little exposés anymore. And Ramona comes in as a reinforcement. It's like, yeah, they are ghosts and they can't fucking leave. But I can, bitch, and I got your number and I'll drain you dry. So what does Billy Dean do? Just the fuck out of there. Rightfully so. So we find out that Scarlett and Lachlan have been sent away to boarding school, the Thatcher School in Ojai, California. And they kept referencing this school. I don't know if Thatcher School's making money off this advertisement, or if Ryan Murphy's trying to cram down our throats that American Horror Story Season 6 will be in a boarding school. Hey, I'm on board, okay? I'm on board. But can Jessica Lange please come fucking back as the headmistress of that shit? Please. Please. So we end up with Lady Gaga Countess Elizabeth in the hotel lobby, throwing back a few drinks, smoking a cig, and she sees a guy kind of resembles Donovan and Tristan or whatever, and she goes up to him and she's like, what are you doing? And he's like, well, I'm waiting on friends. She's like, no, you're not. And he's like, okay. And she tells him, you've got a jawline for days. And that's it. What the fuck happened to Bartholomew, Ryan Murphy? Where is Bartholomew? I just think the Olympic torch for the world's shittiest parents just got passed from the lows to the marches. We don't know what fucking happened to that kid. They didn't bring him up. They didn't say anything about this kid. They could have saved us the grief of the episodes pertaining to Bartholomew and the vampire kids. And they could have added so much more to this show, this season, by doing something else. I don't fucking know what, but anything but that crap, because it served no purpose other than to keep Ramona alive. That's it. I can't think of anything else. And another thing, when John and Alex came back in the house, what the fuck is Ramona running around all happy to see Holden? Didn't she hate those fucking kids? This just brings me back to what I brought up a few episodes ago, that little thingy that I like to call Deus Ex Machina, which basically the writers are backed in a corner and they got to claw their way out, and they have all these ideas which seem good at the time, and then they just don't know what the fuck else to do with them. And I felt very unfulfilled and disappointed with this finale. Not the season, the finale. I'm happy with what happened with Liz Taylor. You know, I couldn't be more happier about that. I'm happy Iris got closure with her son. I'm not happy that Donovan's not a ghost in the house, but John Lowe is. This doesn't make any fucking sense. Just for shits and giggles, I'm just going to go over the definition for Deus Ex Machina. Okay? It is basically whereby seemingly unsolvable problem is suddenly and abruptly resolved by the contrived and unexpected intervention of some new event, character, ability, or object. Depending on how it is done, it can be intended to move the story forward when the writer has painted himself into a corner and sees no other way out to surprise the audience, to bring the tale to the table in happy ending as a comedic device. And they did it. They absolutely fucking did it. I've enjoyed covering all 12 episodes of American Horror Story. I will do it next October when it comes back on, because I love this show. You know, I cover The Walking Dead. I feel a little crazy right now because I've been covering The Bachelor, and that's making me a little insane. I've appreciated all the new friends I've made, all the feedback thanks to doing this vlog. And there are tons of people who have made this possible and liked and shared. And there's so many shout outs. American Horror Story fans, horror fanatics, American Horror Story moguls, American Horror Story obsession, the Ultimate American Horror Story fan page. There's a page called Vampire, Werewolves, and Witches. The American Horror Story for Life, American Horror Story Junkies. I apologize if I missed anyone, but I'm super happy that you guys gave me the opportunity to post on your pages. Mwah. Thank you so much. With that being said, the only thing that I can really compare this finale to and how I feel right now is I feel like the real estate agent privately trying to rub one out to, an erotic novel, and I can't do it, because I just don't know who the fuck is going to be coming in. I hope everyone out there is doing what they're meant to be doing. I love you all. If you're not doing what you were meant to be doing to be happy, get off your ass and fucking get started and get it done already. I'm a broken record over here. I will see all you bitches in October. I don't know what the next season's going to be. Maybe a boarding school. I don't know. I caught one today that maybe Jessica Lange might be coming back for season 6, but shit, she was supposed to have a cameo in season 5, and that didn't happen. So, love you guys. See you in October. Take care, and have a good night.